Today we're taking a look at the Memphis Grizzlies vs. Indiana Pacers match, which is happening on Sunday, April 11, 2021, and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on this game. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. The Pacers have won 3 of their last 4 games, including back-to-back victories over the Orlando Magic and Minnesota Timberwolves. They'll try to keep the wins coming when going head-to-head with a Grizzlies team that recently had their 4-game winning streak snapped in an overtime loss to the New York Knicks. The Memphis Grizzlies have been making a playoff push in recent weeks, as have the Indiana Pacers. The two teams meet Sunday in Memphis in a key game for both. The Grizzlies come in with a record of 26-24, which is 8th in the Western Conference. The Pacers are 24-27, which is 9th in the Eastern Conference. The Memphis Grizzlies host the Indiana Pacers in a Sunday evening NBA showcase live from FedEx Forum in Memphis, Tennessee, beginning 8 p.m. EST. Currently, the Grizzlies are favored by 1.5 points, while the total stands at 227.5 points. The Pacers enter the contest winning 3 of 4, 2 straight, after outlasting the Orlando Magic on the road by 5 points Friday night, as Indiana was able to hold off a late run to pick up their 24th win of the season. And while the team shot just 41% along with making only 33% of their three-pointers in addition to committing 14 turnovers, they held the Magic to 42% FG as they made only 6 of 24 shots from deep. Furthermore, 15 turnovers for Orlando was also a difference maker. Nonetheless, Domantas Sabonis led all starters with 16 points, 16 boards, and 6 dimes, while the Pacers received a huge effort off the bench from Aaron Holiday and Doug McDermott, who ended with 20 and 19 points, respectively. The Pacers failed to cover as 6-point favorites and are just 2-5 ATS in his last 7. The Grizzlies ended a 4-game win streak, falling to the New York Knicks on the road Friday night in overtime, as both teams shot well from the floor as well as from deep. However, the Knicks won the rebounding battle 48-43 while collecting 11 offensive boards while making 29 of 33 shots from the free throw line, sending the Grizzlies to their 24th defeat of the year. Ja Morant and Dillon Brooks each posted 20-plus points, while Jonas Valanciunas recorded another double-double with 20 points, 14 rebounds, along with 3 blocks, 1 steal. However, the defense also allowed over 50% shooting to New York in addition to 14 trays. Memphis failed to cover for the first time in 7 games as 1.5-point favorites for the contest. So here is my first betting suggestions for that game. These are 2 dangerous teams that have had their share of injuries and struggles this season. But right now both are getting healthy and both are making a push for the playoffs. They are pretty evenly matched teams, but I have to give the edge to the Grizzlies here. They are home and playing good basketball right now, but they should really be able to exploit their advantage in the paint, especially if Turner misses another game. The Grizzlies rank 4th in the NBA in rebounding, while the Pacers are 29th, and that is with Turner. Indiana is still struggling, and they can't erase those issues by beating up on a couple bad teams. Meanwhile, the Grizzlies have won 4 of their last 5 games, with 3 of those wins coming against legitimate playoff contenders. Miles Turner being out of the lineup will give Jonas Valanciunas a more favorable matchup down low. Memphis is a top 10 rebounding team in basketball, while the Pacers are one of the worst in the league. My first betting advice for that game is to pick Memphis Grizzlies minus 2.5. The Pacers looked sluggish to the point where it seemed like they might have run out of gas from their 141-point scoring night against the Minnesota Timberwolves on Wednesday. Their starters struggled in Friday's meeting with the Orlando Magic to the point where the reserves had to come off the bench and save the day. Aaron Holiday finished with a team-high 20 points, while Doug McDermott followed up with 19 points of his own. There's a good chance it would have been back to losing for the Pacers if those two didn't step up. The Indiana Pacers look for a win after splitting their last 10 games. The Indiana Pacers are averaging 113.1 points on 47.2% shooting and allowing 113.5 points on 47% shooting. Malcolm Brogdon is averaging 21 points and 4.7 rebounds, while Domantas Sabonis is averaging 19.9 points and 6 assists. Caris LeVert is the third double-digit scorer, and Miles Turner is grabbing 6.4 rebounds. The Indiana Pacers are shooting 36.3% from beyond the arc and 78.6% from the free throw line. The Indiana Pacers are allowing 37.5% shooting from deep and are grabbing 41.8 rebounds per game. Every game counts, with the team barely clinging to life in the playoff picture. Dropping a loss on the road to a team like the Magic isn't something they can afford doing right now. However, if the poor shooting lingers on Sunday, it could be lights out early against the Grizzlies. Memphis is soaring right now on an offensive spark that has them averaging 128 points in their last 3 games. It's the second highest average in that span of games in the league. I wouldn't expect that to change, with the Pacers allowing an average 47% shooting this season. This isn't the same team that cracked the top 10 in defensive efficiency last year. The Pacers need to continue to answer the call offensively. Domantas Sabonis, Caris LeVert, and Malcolm Brogdon are all on the floor together. They have to start putting the pieces together and winning games against other potential playoff contenders. It's either that or risk becoming a one-and-done experiment after the season. Despite being without one of their best rebounders and defensive players in center Miles Turner due to an ankle injury, the Pacers have picked up 2 straight wins since he hit the injured list, thanks in large part to a couple of huge performances from reserve point guard Holiday, who posted 20 or more in each of these contests while nailing a total of 10 treys. For the year, he is making just under 40% of his shots from the floor, yet is connecting on 38% from long distance, which is slightly better than the team average. The Memphis Grizzlies have been in great form lately as they've won 5 of their past 7 games, but they will be looking to bounce back here after having their 4-game win streak halted by the Knicks in a 133-129 overtime road loss on Friday. Ja Morant led the team with 26 points and 6 assists. Dillon Brooks added 23 points with 5 assists. Jonas Valanciunas scored 20 points with 14 rebounds and 3 blocks, while Kyle Anderson chipped in with 15 points. As a team, the Grizzlies shot 50% from the field and 14 of 30 from the three-point line as they poured in 35 points in the first quarter and led by as many as 13 points in the fourth quarter, before watching the game slip away in overtime as the Knicks escaped on a 9-point scoring burst from Alec Burks. Sabonis, Caris LeVert, along with Malcolm Brogdon, who returned versus the Magic after missing 4 games with a hip injury, have each struggled lately. However, the team's bench has outscored their last 2 opponents by a 124-104 margin as McDermott, Holiday, along with TJ McConnell and Jakar Sampson, have all had their time to shine in the reserve role. However, the team did not need much production from their bench in a February win over the Grizzlies, as Sabonis posted 32 points and 13 rebounds, while Brogdon finished with 23 points and 7 assists. Jeremy Lamb, who has also struggled of late and battling a toe injury, ended with 19 points as the team shot a solid 60% from the floor along with 55% from deep. McDermott, Holiday, Sampson, and McConnell combined for only 25 in the 18-point home win. So here's my second betting suggestions for that game. The Pacers are 4-11 ATS in their last 15 games against a team with a winning record, and 6-16 ATS in their last 22 games overall. The Grizzlies are 4-0 ATS in their last 4 home games, 4-0 ATS in their last 4 games against a team with a winning record, and 16-5 ATS in their last 21 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 4-0 in the last 4 meetings overall. The Pacers are 3-9 ATS in the last 12 meetings in Memphis, and the Pacers are 4-1 ATS in the last 5 meetings overall. The Pacers will once again be without Miles Turner, who is dealing with an ankle sprain, but they've been in decent form lately and are dangerous if Sabonis can have himself another big game. The Grizzlies have been a team on the rise as they were on a nice run before getting stopped in their tracks by the Knicks in their last outing. The Memphis Grizzlies look for a win after winning 5 of their last 7 games. The Memphis Grizzlies are averaging 112.9 points on 46.6% shooting and allowing 111.5 points on 46.6% shooting. Ja Morant is averaging 19 points and 7.4 assists, while Dillon Brooks is averaging 16.5 points and 2.9 rebounds. Jonas Valanciunas is the third double-digit scorer and Kyle Anderson is grabbing 5.9 rebounds. The Memphis Grizzlies are shooting 35.8% from beyond the arc and 77.6% from the free throw line. The Memphis Grizzlies are allowing 36.7% shooting from deep and are grabbing 46.3 rebounds per game. My second betting advice for that game is to pick over 227.5. Pacers are 2-8 ATS in their last 10 games following a straight-up win. Pacers are 1-4 ATS in their last 5 Sunday games. Pacers are 1-4 ATS in their last 5 games playing on 1 day's rest. Grizzlies are 4-0 ATS in their last 4 home games. Grizzlies are 4-0 ATS in their last 4 games versus a team with a losing straight-up record. Grizzlies are 6-1 ATS in their last 7 after scoring 100 points or more in their previous game. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.